Hey everybody, this is the Plenum Knight here with a double first impressions video. And today's double first impressions video is Evil Dead Rise and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I saw both of these movies way back in May, so let's start with Evil Dead Rise, originally a HBO Max exclusive. When I first heard the news that a new Evil Dead movie was in the works, I was excited until I found out that it's not gonna have anything to do with Ash Williams or the original Evil Dead series, which pretty much confirmed that it was another remake slash reboot. My first reaction was, oh no, not again. They tried that with the Evil Dead remake back in 2013. Although I'm fully aware a lot of people actually liked the remake, personally I didn't like it. It had too much CGI, I didn't like the story and characters, no Ash alternative or relatable main character, and it just didn't have the charm of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy. But then I saw Evil Dead Rise trailer and I was actually like, whoa, this actually looks creepy. It was right then and there I decided, okay, I'll give it a chance. After all, Ash vs. Evil Dead was sadly cancelled and a new Evil Dead movie was better than no Evil Dead at all. Off to the movies me and my friends went, and what are my thoughts on the film? I like it. It's actually a pretty solid horror film. It's got a creepy atmosphere, the kills are brutal, plenty of disturbing scenes, the demons actually look menacing. I really appreciate how the film isn't afraid of having some serious guts. As much as I do find the cabin in the woods to be very iconic, I admit, after Ash vs. Evil Dead, I did find the cabin setting becoming pretty tiresome. So I did find it pretty refreshing how Evil Dead Rise takes place in a city being trapped in a building. The story is the same as any other Evil Dead. Somebody reads a passage from the Book of the Dead, and that's when the demons awaken, slowly killing and possessing people. The actors did very well. The kids weren't annoying. I was even legit rooting for the family to survive. The best performance would have to go to Alyssa Sutherland. She did phenomenal and one of the best well-developed Deadite throughout the whole Evil Dead series. She really carried this film and deserves some awards. Another good performance is by Lily Sullivan. She was awesome, and to be honest, I really do consider her a pretty good Ashley J. Williams alternative. Evil Dead Rise is a fine horror film. The way it's written, it's still possible this could be connected to the rest of the series, but we'll see. Honestly, if this movie was the 2013 remake instead of what we got, I think we would be talking about the remake a lot more positively and would have gotten a new trilogy. Then again, we probably would not have gotten the TV show if that did happen. Now, comparing Rise to the original trilogy, it doesn't really feel as campy, but it does have its goofy moments, mainly paying homage to the original Evil Dead series. This was directed by Lee Cronin, who directed The Hole in the Ground. However, this film was also produced by Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. While I do wish Sam Raimi would have directed this film instead, Mr. Cronin still did a fantastic job. Ironically, Doctor Strange 2 feels more like Evil Dead than Rise, seeing how it was directed by Mr. Raimi. I also love how Bruce Campbell makes a cameo, but not as Ash though. That was really cool. Mr. Campbell is indicating that there will be a sequel, and if that happens, then I can't wait to support it. The next film I'm gonna talk about is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about this movie. All you need to know is it's awesome. This would have to be one of the best conclusions to a Marvel Cinematic Universe trilogy. To give my brief thoughts on the previous installments, the first film will be a fun classic. As for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, to be honest, I didn't really like it. I thought it wasn't that good compared to the first movie, and I thought it kinda sucked. Thankfully, Volume 3 wasn't that, and it is much, much better than Volume 2. This is basically Rocket the Raccoon, the movie. It's mainly about his origin. Without spoiling anything, this is one of the few Marvel films that actually got some real emotion out of me. Well, besides Avengers Endgame, Rocket is already a fan favorite, but this film really gives Rocket his time to shine. The movie also does well giving conclusions to the rest of the Guardians. Some good endings, some not so happy, but understandable. It's got great action, most of the comedy elements does lend very well. The character development is great. What a comeback for James Gunn after being cancelled from Twitter. Originally, he was fired from Disney, making some very inappropriate jokes 10 years ago, and he wasn't going to direct Volume 3. Then, due to the backlash and overwhelming support for James Gunn, Disney ended up rehiring him. Look, regardless of what you think of his tasteless jokes back then, I believe people can change, people can grow, and he's never made those same jokes ever since. While James Gunn was fired, Warner Bros. Actually hired him to direct The Suicide Squad, and he produced the Peacemaker TV show. After the positive reception for both of these projects, this led Warner Bros. To hire Mr. Gunn to be officially in charge of the DC Extended Universe. Even though I actually like some of the DC Extended Universe movies, and it's gonna be sad to see some of the cast members go, after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I think the DCEU is in better hands, but we'll see though, we'll see. Now I can't wait for Superman Legacy, even though I'm gonna miss Henry Cavill. Alright everybody, that's it for this double first impressions video. That's it for my first impressions on both Evil Dead Rise and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you liked this video, then please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for new videos, and peace out everybody.